Hello there.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the Fan Theory as always, and we're here to talk Star Wars. Star Wars, what is going to be going on? Well, this is not your Let's Plays. This is not your your normal videos. This is going to be strictly a dive deep theorizing of possibly the future of Star Wars, okay? We had an unveiling as of February 24th by Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm about what is the potential future for the next foreseeable future. And so we know that's going to change books, it's going to change media as far as movies and television. We already have an unveiling when it came to like The Mandalorian, Clone Wars Season 7. Mandalorian Season 2 comes out in the fall, and Clone Wars Season 7 is right along the way. It's going on right now. So we've got a lot of cool things going on. And so what is exactly happening? Well, let's start with number one. Number one, it is called Star Wars The High Republic. Okay, and so I'm going to take this is straight from the Lucasfilm website. And so this is what is the official statement made, or here's the article. All right. Later this year, Lucasfilm will launch an epic new era of Star Wars storytelling that will be explored through multiple voices in adult and young adult novels, children's books, and comics from a variety of publishers, including Disney Lucasfilm Press, Del Rey, IDW Publishing, and Marvel. So already there, our first releases are going to be through book form. We're going to see a lot of things right now. This happens all the time with new media, that they constantly are always going to be releasing their books first before their plan, so to speak. I know that, for example, the Marvel movies, they used obviously their comic book material to build their universe, so to speak. And so we have the same kind of concept, seems to be right here. So with that being said, what in the world is Star Wars The High Republic? Well, let me get to first of what it is, and then we'll talk about the comparisons. Well, Star Wars The High Republic, which has previously been referred to as Project Luminous, will be set in an era when the Galactic Republic and the Jedi Order are at their zenith, or at their best. About 200 years before the events of Star Wars Phantom Menace, this period on the Star Wars timeline will not overlap any of the film, features, or series currently planned for production, giving creators and partners a vast amount of room to tell Star Wars stories with new adventures and original characters. I love this. This is going to be such a unique and alone time for Star Wars and Star Wars fans, where now directors can come in there and actually create their own unique story, almost very similar to The Mandalorian, where it's so separate, being in the Outer Rim and only taking place, I believe it takes place a few years after Return of the Jedi. And so we see that there's this semblance of distance. Therefore, you can actually create this new world. Now we'll see in season 2 of Mandalorian if that changes. But as far as in this scenario, this takes place 200 years. So this is before Phantom Menace. So it's before the Skywalker saga, essentially, is what they're getting at. Before the Skywalker saga, here's what it is, 200 years before. But here comes the comparisons. There you go. Well, what's the difference between the Old Republic then? Well, we got the famous video games Knights of the Old Republic that include Revan right here. The video game series of Qatar, which is Knights of the Old Republic, the Old Republic, the books. What does that tie into us? Well, that doesn't tie into it at all. That is a much older storylines anyway. So they may have a part in the future, but as far as right now, it seems to be that it's not going that route. In fact, here is what Kathleen Kennedy had to say. She said, "We are so excited to be opening up such a rich, fertile era for our authors to explore," says Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy. "We'll get to see the Jedi in their prime," which is, that's something I think a lot of fans have been dying to see. Like, man, let's see what the Jedi were. Because when Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith came around, it was more focusing on their end, almost, so to speak, the Jedi Order's end, where, yes, you had some incredible, powerful Jedi. Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker, Mace Windu, Yoda, Ki-Adi-Mundi, all these people were incredible. Kit Fisto, just the name goes on, Ahsoka Tano, all these incredible characters coming out, but they just were not the prime. This is the ending of it. This is going to be, the High Republic is going to be very much focused on the Jedi in their prime, which is such a cool thing to see. Okay, where I'll leave off at. where it goes, Star Wars The High Republic features the Jedi as we've always wanted to see them, as true guardians of peace and justice. This is a hopeful, optimistic time when the Jedi and the Galactic Republic are at the height. But of course, into the glorious new era, something wicked this way comes, says Lucasfilm Publishing Creative Director Michael Siglain. This initiative will give readers, young and old, a new corner of the galaxy to explore through rich, meaningful stories. Plus, readers will learn what scares the Jedi. This is really cool to really think about. So it's like, man, who's going to be the villain? Who's going to be your Sith? I assume the Sith are involved. Why wouldn't they, right? We had Darth Bane. Well, this guy was a Jedi, then became a Sith Lord. A Sith Lord? Yeah. And so what does that mean? What does that mean? How about the Mandalorians? Are they around? Because obviously we're talking about that now, but the Mandalorian race of people, it might have a play to do with this, maybe. I don't know. And so we look here and we continue on. It says, this was a golden age for the Jedi, and also a time of galactic expansion in the Outer Rim. So expect to be rich tales of exploration, charting out the galaxy, meeting new cultures, discovering what pioneer life in the Outer Rim was like. This is an incredible sandbox for our storytellers to play in. That's awesome. That's so cool. It's going to be like new characters. We're going to get new aliens, new creatures, which I think is just going to be super, super cool to think about. I don't know. I'm a little bit... I'm beyond excited about this. We continue on. We see that it says, can't wait to see the great fiction they build with it. For sure, these guys are geniuses, these writers. I mean, from Drew Karpyshyn to Timothy Zahn. I mean, you've got incredible writers that can really write some great stuff. I mean, we have some more authors that are going to be involved, but we're going to read right here. As previously announced, Star Wars The High Republic has enlisted top-tier favorite authors Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, Cavan Scott, and Charles Soule to craft a new era of Star Wars publishing. So it looks like these Timothy Zahn and Drew Karpyshyn might be doing maybe some outer stuff, but they're not doing this particularly. The first books and comics are set to debut at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim in August 2020 with the Star Wars High Republic Light of the Jedi, a massive interconnected story that is told across various formats by various publishers. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan, because now, whether you're a kid or you're an adult watching this, you can only get excited, because now you're not going to get some tired stories. You're not going to get an older Luke who maybe did do this. I can go into this. I still believe that they should have recasted the original cast for the start of episode 7 and continue on with Luke and Han and Leia's storyline. We already had a young Han anyway. Why don't we keep him going and have him be this guy? We could have had some really cool stories just to see the power of Luke Skywalker, see the power. Does Leia become a Jedi? I know in the book she does, but why does she come? We only find out about her being force sensitive in, Rise of Skywalker, which that has its own set of issues, which I'll get into that in a moment. But I can't wait. I mean, we see women Jedi coming around. Like, I hope they're going to be strong female leads. Now, we're not talking about female leads like, oh, you're forced to like this person because they're all powerful. No, as in, like, give us a woman with a hero's journey. Let's take them through the hero's journey. To put them through what Luke went through. Put them through what many characters go. Iron Man went through. Let's put them through the test, right? Let's not have them be all powerful. The Superman complex, so to speak. I want to see some great male characters, some great aliens. I want to see some great storytelling going on. And I'm scared to say I trust Lucasfilm, and I mean Kathleen Kennedy and these people. I'm scared to say I trust them, but I trust in the property being so strong. I think that's what I trust in. And so, again, I don't know what the future holds when it comes to Star Wars, but I do know that in this segment, so to speak, this is going to be a really cool opportunity to really just distance ourselves and get a new story, get a fresh look, get some new characters, like what we saw with The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was a great example of you seeing a great characters being formed that are totally outside of it. Now we'll see in season 2, supposedly they might go see the Jedi Order, but we got the world was captivated by the child or Baby Yoda. People were captivated by Mando. We were captivated by it. We didn't need no Boba Fett, and I love Boba Fett. Don't get me wrong, I love Boba Fett, but we don't need that. Is the point. Give us some new characters, give us some new stories, give us some new people to root for and to hate. And that's what I love about what's going to happen with Star Wars. Star Wars can evolutionize, and that's why I love what it means to me as a fan. Star Wars for me as a fan is something that I truly appreciate. It's something that's intertwined with me, that it's what gives me something to look forward to, look up to, and it's good to know that we're going to have some new stuff coming down the pike, and with time. with wisdom, and I think that's something that I really love what's going to happen with this new series. So that's basically it, and I hope that this video was fun to watch. You learned something, you're excited. I hope, if you're excited, click the like button, comment below if you're, again, your favorite Star Wars character.
Are you serious?
And see what else you would like new. But all I know is that if you want to find out more, subscribe to my channel and you can find out more. Make sure, guys, if you haven't hit the notification bell, you do, especially during this time where everyone's home. Again, I hope you guys are staying safe at home with the coronavirus, just washing your hands, drinking vitamin C. You know, I really hope you are. I'm praying for everyone out there that I hope you guys are doing okay, that you guys are taking care of yourselves. And again, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, whatever. I want to be able to entertain you. So I'm here for you guys, and again, just want to tell you that I appreciate you so much. We're at almost 320 subscribers now. We're just growing. If we get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to do another giveaway, and so I hope you to be a part of that. And so thank you so much for everything. You are just an amazing group. If you haven't, I did make an Instagram page. I know some people were asking about that. I did make one, and it is at the Fan Theory Channel on Instagram. Okay, that's what I have, at the Fan Theory Channel on Instagram. You just I'll put the name of the channel below. I'll also put a link toward it below as well in the description. So follow that page if you want updates, background scenes. There's actually a background video there, back behind the scenes. But if you like what you see, man, again, click more, click the annotations. If you want to see all my videos, man, I have a library building up, and I just started a Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign series. And I've only done part 1, but man, watch that video, get into the story, let's get involved, let's get into this. And if you're not, join the family, man. Join the family, subscribe to the channel, man. And like always, man, may the Force be with you and God bless you, right? Love you guys.